This is just the lower level. There are 2 levels up above this. This is half the pedal division. We nicknamed this the metal pedal because most of the pipes in this division are metal. The pipes on this right-hand wall that go all the way to the top, that's the 32-foot bombard. That's the one that made the very, very loud rumble. And the wooden pipes provide a solid bass line too. This rank up here, a rank refers to a row of pipes that all play the same stop. So there's 61 pipes, all of that family. Like this one here is a trumpet. This wooden one across the back is a bourdon, and the little stoppers make the pitch. Use that to tune the pipes. And this metal one's the diapason. And all of these things down here on the floor are bellows that regulate the wind pressure. Keep it at an even wind pressure at all times. Each room in the organ has its own set of wind pressures, unlike most organs which just have one set one.
Where do the names come from, like diapason? What is the origin?
Some of them are classical names, Baroque names. Some of them are fanciful names. Some are developed by the organ company themselves. So it's a variety of things. This is the choir manual, bottom keyboard of the organ. And what you're looking through here, these are pipes, the 32-foot bassoon pipes. And they're what's called mitered. You can see they're cut and bent down at the bottom and at the top, so they can fit into the chamber. If you look straight through to the very front, you'll see what looks like a set of brown louvers. They are louvers. They're called Venetian swell. And the pedals that I was playing with my right foot back and forth, they control the volume on this organ. To make the sound louder, those louvers open to let more sound out into the ballroom. And you can close them gradually, suddenly, however you want by means of those pedals. So those are the louvers.
Do the bassoon pipes have anything in common with the orchestral instrument?
Yeah, they choose an instrument like sound like that. Like a trumpet pipe would sound like a trumpet, a flute would have a flute-like tone.
Or is considered bassoons and oboes portable organs?
Yeah. This is the console from the 1959 rebuild of the Longwood Gardens organ. The organ was in need of re-leathering and rebuilding at that point, and the motor company did that. And this was the console from 1958 until 2001, when the instrument was shut down along with the ballroom for renovation and restoration. Most people associate the Longwood organ with this console because it was here for so long. And if you go to the YouTube site of Replay, it's the motor console. So it's here preserved. The sides open so you can do some of the pneumatics, little bellows, that controlled this. This had only one level of memory. You could set the pistons in between the manuals to play whatever stops you wanted to when you hit that particular piston. Up until fairly recently, organs only had one memory level because there weren't computers. They've been adding computers to organs in the last 20, 30 years so that you can have multiple memory levels, so that several different people can come in and play and have their stops set up in their own special combinations.
Now, do the computers record the mechanical settings and then reset those settings, or is it a completely different type of console?
It does the same sort of thing, but it's done with a computer relay instead of an electric or pneumatic relay.
Oh, okay.
So it's just all miniaturized and much more mysterious because you can't see anything. At least to me, who grew up prior to the digital revolution, as most of you did. This is the Great Division, which is the second keyboard up. You'll notice a lot of wooden pipes as well as metal pipes. The wooden pipes with the little, maybe about 10 feet in, that have the what looks like a tin can opening at the top. That's a scroll used to tune the pipes. Those were the pipes that did the water-like sound on the Fountain Reverie. And larger the pipes get, the lower the tone gets. So these are 16-foot pipes on that manual.
What are these that look like handles on them?
These are stoppers, and they are handles. To make the pipe lower in pitch, you would pull up on that stopper, making the pipe just a little bit longer. To make it sharper, higher in pitch, you would push down on that. When you get to bigger pipes, they sometimes have to use a rawhide mallet or something like that because they have to fit very, very tightly. Any leakage within that pipe would produce a false tone. So,
Mainly for tuning purposes.
tuning purposes, yep.
So which sound are these?
These ones right here.
It's double trumpet. Okay.
Double trumpet, yes. Trumpet like this whole section in front of you is trumpet pipes. The section behind that would be mixture, the wooden flute pipes, and then the pipes that are thinner in relation to their length behind the wood between the sets of wooden pipes. That's called a gamba, a string-like rank. It gives a much thinner, brighter tone, and there are smaller wooden pipes in the very center of the instrument that have stoppers on them, are relatively wide in relationship to their length. They're called tibias. That's the theater organ sound you heard on trees. Put that with the vibrato, you get that shake. It's the sound that you associate more with the Wurlitzer.
Do these wood pipes need tweaking over the years as the wood changes?
The wood doesn't change very much, but the leather on the stoppers and things tends to dry out with age. They need to renew them from time to time. Pipes can be adjusted. It's called voicing. Around the mouth where the wind comes out, things like that. They just tweak them gradually over the years. But wooden pipes usually stay very, very steady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this is the string division. Notice all the pipes are relatively thin in relationship to their length. That gives a more violin-like tone.
Have to be a piano in the room.
9-foot grand piano.
Right.
No wonder it sounded so authentic.
And I think it's ironic that it was put in the string division, since the piano is a string instrument as well as a percussion instrument. And the piano was just returned and rebuilt just prior to Christmas. So we got to use it for the first time. It's been adjusted since it was put in. And they moved the console since I practiced on Friday, so today was the first time I really heard the piano up close. So every time I play this instrument, there's always something new I learn about it, which makes it really fun.
That's right, it makes it interesting
really
too.
does.
Yeah, it's not the same old, right?
And over here is the wooden pedal division. This is nicknamed, very famous all over the world, as the Swiss Alps. The pipes in here go up to, let's see, I'm trying not to trip on this. Thank you.
32 feet.
There we go, 32 feet long, yep. So they're actually longer than 32 feet, but it's called 32 feet pitch. So they start down there and they go way up to the third floor. Wow. And all of these are made out of pine or spruce. So the ones that are 32 feet in long, the lowest one starts way up there, and then you notice each pipe gets a little bit shorter. Well, you can see the same rank of open diapason pipes, one of the smaller ones up here, you see it's open at the top, and there's like a U-shaped cutout and then a piece of wood stuck in there. That's a slider that they use to tune the pipes. And those pipes are open. These pipes here are also open, but notice they're a lot thinner compared to their length. They are violin pipes, and then there again, the longest one is 32 feet long. And to the far left is the first boarding. Most pipe organs have at least one set of pedal pipes that goes down to 16-foot pitch. But the pipe is usually 8 feet long and stopped at the top by one of those funny little stoppers. This one goes down to produce a 32-foot pitch from a 16-foot length pipe, but it's a much flutier tone, and that's the first Borden. So these three ranks of pipes are the real shakers on the organ, and you can feel them more than hear them, and people can feel them way out in the gardens, and when they hear them, feel them, they come listen to the organ. So it's lots of fun. And there's more that's not open to the public. Things like the solo division and swell division and fanfare pipes are on the third floor. So this is about half of the total pipe work.
Wow.
So it's, but it's fun to show it off in this fashion. Actually, Mr. DuPont let visitors in through the front side of the organ behind the fabric wall. We could still do that, but there's only one way in and out. So you get to see much more this
Yeah.
way anyway.
Justin, thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Wonderful, really.
Enjoyed
Yes,
playing for all of you.
enjoyed it very much.
And meeting Ryder and Westminster alum, and
Yeah, that-
regular visitors. Thank you.